Hey there, good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. The show we're doing tonight is called Look Back at a Classic Rock Album, which will feature the debut album of the rock band or the neo prog band Marillion. This is Script for Jester's Tear, released on March the 14th, 1983. Recorded at the Marquee Club in London. It's about 45, 46, somewhere in there, 46, 47 minutes in length. Mark Tobler doing the production on the album, of course, and it's on the EMI record label. So appearing on the album, the band members of Marillion, of course, Fish on vocals, Steve Rothery on guitars, Pete Traveris, I think it's Traveris, on bass, Mark Kelly on keyboards, and Mick Pointer on drums and percussion. So this was my first Marillion album. Had it on cassette originally. I don't think I ever owned it on vinyl. I might have, but I don't recall buying it on vinyl. Excuse me. And now I have it, of course, on CD. So when I bought it originally on the cassette, in that days, it was not a problem. You played one side and then you took it out, flipped it over, and you played it again, right? Or if you want a particular song, you would have to rewind back and find the location. Seems almost retarded now when I think about it. But yeah, so I played this album quite a bit when I first got it. And the significance of this album to me, maybe other people have different significance to it, is that at this point in time, which is in 1983, by that time, prog music was dead, long dead, been dead for 5, 6, 7 years maybe for many people. And so I had kind of grown away from prog music a bit because it was something of the past, really, and had moved on into other types of music. But this really was significant because it brought prog music back to the forefront. For me, anyways. I started thinking, and I'm sure I wasn't alone in this, that if this band could come back and do some prog, were they a one-off? Was nobody else going to be doing it? Were they the only band that was going to do prog? And so I bought this album. I listened to it a lot. I really liked it, but I didn't move forward with the band because I thought it was a one-off. Simple as that. I thought prog music's dead. This is just one band trying to make a name for itself, playing something from the past, and it wasn't going to work out. I didn't think it would. They released a couple more albums, but I never purchased any of them. I did kind of have a couple of songs somebody recorded, I think, a couple of the songs off of Childhood's End. And so I did listen to those and kind of thought, oh yeah, these are not bad, but not really proggy either. One of them was at Kaylee, and so I didn't think it was really that proggy. So to me, it was kind of just basically told me that prog music was dead. So when this album... So when I came to the channel years later, and well, actually, I began to realize that there was other prog bands that I didn't know about, but I wasn't. Man, these are the wrong glasses. Sorry, those ones need cleaning, so I can't see anything with them. So I started getting more into prog music, but for me, this was kind of an awakening to the fact that other prog bands may not exist, right? So. I like this album a lot. I like the cover a lot. It's one of my favorite, probably is my favorite Marillion cover. I think it's because it's so different from anything else I'd seen in a while. And the back part as well. Really good cover. So 6 tracks in total on the album. The title track, Script for Jester's Tear. A nice opening to a fantastic album. I don't know that this is my favorite Marillion album anymore. It might not be, but it definitely has a kind of a nostalgic feel to me because it was for a long time the only one that I had. yes, in opening with the script for Jester's Tear, absolutely great. And then my probably my favorite track on the album, He Knows You Know. Just so classic Marillion sounding, and so proggy in its nature and everything. I like the strong rhythm section in this particular track. I like that keyboard part. It's so classic prog sounding. It's fantastic. The Web is another really good song. I like this a lot as well. I think Garden Party is probably most people's favorite song on the album. It's the most well-known song on the album. I like it a lot too. I think the lyrics are great here. I think the again, keyboard dominated, really good track, strong. Everything that you could like from a prog song is on this one. The next song up, Chelsea Monday. This is arguably at times been my favorite favorite song by Marillion, and favorite on the album at times too. I like his kind of enunciation, the way he sings it. It's really well put together. Just another great track. And then, of course, you have Forgotten Sons, the final track on the album. If I'm not mistaken, and I might be, so I'm going to take it open before I make an announcement that I could be wrong about here. And I may not get an answer that I want. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to give me the answer. I think this might be the longest track on the album. It could be wrong. But the good thing about this album and all the songs on it is the lyrics are very well written. I like them. Now, some people don't really like Fish's voice. I can kind of understand that's a little bit hard to absorb. But I like it. I think it's very strong. It's emotional. He emotes very well. He tells his own, because he wrote the music, he tells his own stories very well. Some people like Hogarth better, and to be honest, I think Hogarth's voice is probably superior as far as singing goes. But I still prefer Fish because I prefer the music that they put out when he was in the band. And that's probably the reason I like Marillion so much, just because of that whole combination of stuff going on. So there's some great guitar on the album. Keyboards are dominant throughout. The drums are good too. Like, I think the guy's a pretty solid drummer here too, and the bass, of course, adding to that rhythm section. So overall, I think this is a pretty solid album. Is it the best Marillion album? It depends on what you like. I like all four of the albums quite a bit. I haven't ranked them. I eventually will, but they don't. To me, none of those first four albums are weak at all, and this one is just the leader because it's the beginning of it for me, and I like the album cover quite a bit. So that's my take on Marillion's script for Jester's Tear. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. If you have, please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about the album or the band or anything I've said, you can do that in the comment section below. And we will see you next week for another look back at another classic rock album. So take care, have yourself a good evening, and goodbye.